Hey, what's up everyone, Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over how you can improve your 10-yard dash, your 10-meter start, and we're going to start the video right now.
This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab.
Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become. All right, so I'm going to quickly go over the setup here. I have a free lap system. It's something that makes it a little bit easier, but we will be able to get the times in the OnForm app as well. But essentially what I just got going on is, got my 10-yard start. You can see from here all the way over to here. And then I also got my video recording. I know you guys wouldn't need this extra camera to be able to do this, right? I have a camera that's going to be actually filming for the YouTube video, and then I have another one that's going to be filming for OnForm. But I wanted to show you how simple it is for you guys to be able to actually improve your own 10-yard dash and some of the key concepts that will be needed in order to do that. So I'm just going to be going and working on the 10-yard here. So we'll do the first one, first rep, right now.
All right, so that first one is 1.8. That's not a very good time overall. So I want to look to see what are some of the key things that I did wrong here. I'm going to look through landing position. Don't love how I bring that second leg through. I want that to be a little bit quicker, and also I want to be landing a little bit more with my foot pulling back, right? I'm reaching a little bit too early here with that left foot. I got to pull that foot back underneath a little bit quicker here. Just looks stiff overall with my body. I'm too far upright too early on, right? I'm standing up too early, too early. Got to work on that. And I also got to keep a better forward lean overall. Okay, so I'm going to be first one 1.8. I'm not trying to do terrible on this, but that is a good job of me doing terrible to start off.
All right, we're going to be going from the back on this one to see how I'm able to start from that perspective.
All right, so that one was at 1.74, so it's a little bit better than the first one. Let's see what I'm doing with my feet. Okay, I'd like to have a little bit more of an inward motion here with that first step. Not bad laterally. I'm spending too much time on the ground per step here. That one was definitely way too much of a push off to the side. I want to get more of my weight going straight forward and through. Yeah, I'd just say I'm just not quick. I'm too much side to side. I'm not getting enough of my weight going forward, enough of my momentum going forward. So I'm really way too lateral on each one of these steps here. Again, standing up too quickly, arms going too far off to the side. So I just got to get control of that lateral movement, get a little bit more just straight flexion going through each one of these.
All right, I'm going to go same position here. I still need to be able to improve on this particular movement, right? I need to be able to do a better job of getting more straightforward motion with my arms and make it so I'm able to come across a little bit more with my knees. We'll see how that works.
All right, that one took me a few tries. I got down to 167 on the last one there. I think the main thing that I was struggling with was, as I was starting, the position, right? On this one, I was going and I was bending that knee, getting that heel up a little bit more as I was starting to make it, so then I could get more of a horizontal push off rather than it being so much time and that initial start. Just to let you know, I'm using that free lap system, so I just had to come within, like a meter of that cone in order for it to start, right? So that's why I'm kind of starting off to the side a little bit, because I don't want it to end up starting too early. I still look like I'm doing a little bit too much sideways movement here as I'm getting going with the arms. I got to get those hands a little bit more connected straight back with my body in order to improve that, more going forward. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to put a big emphasis on in this next route. But yeah, down to 167 on that last one. We're going to do two more to improve. All right, and this one is down to 156. So, I've been able to work on these a few times here. I know you can't really see my start, but I'm really trying to make sure I'm getting my hips through as I'm landing here, and really trying not to spend too much time with my feet off the ground. I'm trying to get those feet down as quickly as I can. I really even think I could do a better job of kind of starting and getting that leg going. I'm a little bit too hard on this right leg. I feel it when I'm going. I'm a little bit too hard on this right foot, and it's kind of slowing me down. So I'm trying to do a better job of being really quick when I first start, and then transition from there into getting my legs out in front of me as quick as I can. I am a little bit high with my heel recovery too, so I'm bringing that foot up a little bit more than I probably should. I want to be doing a better job of keeping that foot a little bit closer to the ground, help my transition. So I was 156, comes out to be like 13 miles an hour is what they're saying. So I'm going to try to get down to sub 156 here for the last improvement. So I started off at, I want to say 180 and went down to 174, 165, 156. And now we're going to try to get sub 156. I'll probably end up having to try it a few times, but that's the goal. All right, that was great. So that took me about 9 minutes to get that last one. I probably did at least 10 reps to go down on that last one. I just want to say with that, you know, you got to get a little motivation, right? I appreciate all you guys, right? I'm doing this for you at the end of the day. Probably without you, I would have given up, honestly. But I'm like, you know, I got to keep going. I got 154 there on the last one. Got to keep going. You know, I had to keep trying to figure out some motivation in me to keep going. And you guys ended up being, I think, the primary motivator on those last few. So what I was really trying to focus on was really getting my hips through best that I can and just not spending too much time on the ground at the very beginning, and also almost trying to keep my hips low to make it so then I could keep a good heel recovery, right? So that ended up being like the big thing is like, don't get yourself up too early with those hips, right? You have that initial movement, and I know this is more of like a receiver start, and I just started off like that, so I stayed with it. We'll do more, but the point is that as you're going through, when you get through these first few steps, your hips want to stay about the same height. I think that ended up being a big thing for me, and you know, I stopped thinking too much about going side to side with my arms, right? I had to, you know, I was thinking about the arms a good amount, and I'd get mixed results there. At the end of the day, I think really going side to side ended up kind of opening up my ability to get a little bit more extension within the shoulder. And so that ends up just being a shoulder mobility problem, not that that ends up not being the right type of technique. It's just for me, I don't have the right range of motion within my shoulders. I need to improve my own shoulder extension to make it so then I can get a better start. Okay, and we talk about that a lot with the importance of shoulder extension. But you guys can see I'm sweating a good amount here. I probably did like 30 reps at least of those 10-yard sprints. So ended up with a 154. If you like the information, click that thumbs up down below. Obviously, a good amount of work goes into this. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, let us know. Check out that 28-day speed program. Put a lot of time and effort and energy into making that into something that could really help you guys out. I think this will be another great video to help you guys out in improving your 10-yard dash or your 10-yard sprint. Even if you end up being like a 100-meter person, I still think by being able to get this information, it will really end up being very, very beneficial for you. This probably took like 30 minutes of videoing altogether. I think the video will probably end up being 5 or 6 minutes there at the most. So just give you an idea of what goes in on the back end to make it so you guys end up getting better information and being able to improve. You know, I think that it's important. So thanks for watching. Check out that free lap system as well. I think it's a great system, great timing tool, and talk to you guys soon.